All right, heading out to the garden here. I want to show you. I mean, everything is growing like crazy, right? Everything's doing really good. I've already picked some green beans. I've already picked some dill. Over here, this is sesame, and the leaves on the sesame are delicious, and used in Korean cooking, and so that's really good. You can see here, well, there's a green bean right there. So I picked a ton of these already. Put it up there. And I have picked multiple rounds now of peas. Those are snow peas, so you eat the pods and everything. So that's really, really good. My peppers just aren't doing so well. These are jalapenos right here, and then those are Korean peppers for making kimchi. And they are not, they're just not doing very well. I don't know if it's just because Alaska is not warm in the way that most peppers and tomatoes really want it to be. You can see with the tomato plants, I mean, they're just now getting pretty big. You can see that there's lots of buds. I've had, lots of flowering going on, but I don't really see a lot of little tomatoes. So I'm not sure what the deal is. My carrots are looking pretty good. If I look down here below, I was looking earlier. So it looks like they're doing pretty good. Pull out that dandelion right there. Now these are Korean style zucchinis. You can see these are, there's a lot of them in there, and so I mean, soon there should be a lot of them to pick, but it's, you can see another one down there. I mean, there's a bunch. And then there's a couple of zucchini varieties back here. You see, there's a good size one. That one's about ready to pick. Here's another one, getting pretty big. I know that there's a couple more in and under. Over here at the edge, there had been a bunch of cucumbers. You can see a couple little ones here. And there was one that was growing underneath here. But the for some reason the cucumbers just aren't doing that great, and I'm not really sure why. But and you see, this is a yellow squash. There's a bunch of them coming in here. So, you know, pretty soon I'll be picking a bunch of them. Now, the problem is we are at the end of August, and the Alaska summer is coming to a close, which, you know, that's always sad, right? But the my idea here is that I'm going to basically turn the garden into a greenhouse by covering it. And so what I've done here, you can probably see the structure, center post, and you remember these posts that I put up to hold the fence? Well, now they're holding these tubing, and so that is going to be the frame for the plastic, clear plastic, that I'm going to put over the top in order to keep things growing, you know, for maybe another 6 weeks or so past what would normally be the end of the growing season up here. I'm also planning on using it next spring to start to get the plant started. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. So anyway, the goal, of course, is to extend the growing season up here. The soil is really very good. Look what we got over here. Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to do some shrooms? I believe this is called fly mascara something, and although they're not really toxic, they can be you know, put you on a little bit of a trip. They're pretty though, aren't they? You can see underneath what they look like. But they're you know, one of those species that you know, folks have been utilizing for thousands of years. Here's another mushroom over here. I'm not really sure what this one is. It's kind of a strange shape for a mushroom. I did have some puffballs growing out here a couple of weeks ago, but they have since puffed their last. Make sure there's not some more of them. Here's a couple more mushroom varieties. Oh, here's the remnant of a puffball. Looks like somebody or something came along and ate that one. Some of these only grow where there is... Here's another one, puffball. It got a little smashed. The dog must have stepped on it. And if you know anything about some of these mushrooms, especially the fly mascara, I can't remember if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that kind of mushroom usually grows where there has been animal droppings, and right in that area there had been some bear scat. Here's a couple of high bush cranberries. They're pretty tart. I like them because I like tart things. They're also very translucent, very pretty. You can see there's still a bunch of them on the bushes. I did not get around to picking any. Wow. Wow, that's sour. Good though. Look at this one. Look at this mushroom. The mushroom gills will often tell you whether or not it is a poisonous variety or not. Here's a couple of different mushrooms growing next to each other. I don't know what that is. I think that's turkey tail right there. And I'm sure if I actually ventured out deeper into the woods, that we would find some other mushrooms. This is a strange mushroom coming in right here. I don't understand what's going on. For some reason it looks like the cap is tipped on its side. Don't know why. Here's some other fungus back here. I was thinking of ordering some spores of some different mushroom varieties and see what would grow. I'm looking up into the trees right now, seeing if there's any chaga up there. I got a big chunk of chaga in the Samurai that I picked earlier in the year. Chaga is known for its medicinal value in that I mean, people make all kinds of claims and everything, but some folks believe that chaga can cure cancer. Now, I don't know if that is true, but it grows on these big birch and poplars. So, anyway, I don't know what the actual chemical compound is. I've read about it before, about chaga, but I have not kind of stored it in my brain. So I guess I should look up on it again, look it up again. Of course, you got to know the things that you're eating out in the woods. Make sure you don't ingest something that's going to make you sick. And this is power line row here, cut in, and then of course there's houses on both sides, and the with the trees that were here cut down and left to rot, oftentimes you'll find other mushroom varieties. And in here, we're right underneath my grandson's tree house. Like I said before, he doesn't go up in the tree house. I think I've probably been up there as much or more than he has. All right. Oh, geez. Well, here's my work gloves I got left out here. Let's take those. But if you look right back in here, this is called a shelf fungus. It's kind of like a toadstool, but it's more mushroomy than it is like a toadstool. And supposedly they are like one of the highest in antioxidants, one of the highest plants in antioxidants. So, oh look, almost walked right past this. Look at all this turkey tail. Goes all the way up. This tree is, you know, partially rotted. But yeah, if I wanted to harvest some turkey tail, I guess this is the spot to do it. And of course it's called turkey tail because of how it fans out like a turkey's tail does. And turkey tails are supposed to be really, really good for you as well. I've been watching those commercials. You've probably seen them all over YouTube that have that are made about a drink that you're supposed to replace coffee with. So I don't know if that's good or not. I should probably start doing something else besides drinking Diet Dew. Here's the last of the watermelon berries. Almost done. They're kind of past being good to eat, I think. Yeah, they're kind of almost raisins at this point. This one might still be good. Not quite there yet. Let's see. It's not bad, but it's pretty much past its prime. Anyway, I just wanted to bring it out in the backyard. Here's my compost bin that I put in, and I'm hoping that this. So, one of the other things that I did was I saved up apple seeds last winter. I think in a previous video you probably saw me drying them out and planting them, and then this is the result, although I forget which one is which kind of tree. So there's two kinds here. I believe that the ones with the lighter leaves is Granny Smith green apples, but the little ones, not the big ones. And then these other ones that are really kind of red, like over here, those are geez, I can't remember. Not Macintosh. They're a special variety that's supposed to do well in northern climates. So the goal is to basically plant these out kind of on the edge of the woods where they can still get some sun, and you know, maybe right back there between, I'll put a couple of them right back there. The only problem, of course, is that moose love to eat apple trees, and they'll just eat it right down to the nub. So what I have to do is make sure, number one, that that they have grown up large enough to be able to withstand having their tops chewed off, number one. Number two, probably you know, so that the trunk is, you know, at least that big round. I don't know how long that's going to take. Maybe end of next year. And then what I'll probably do is get another piece of fence like I have over there around the greenhouse and put it around those trees, get some stakes, and stake off an area over there around those poplar trees, and plant the apples there. I'm hoping that they will survive and thrive and produce some good apples. It looks like you know, I'm not really sure if these are starting to change color due to the season. I guess we'll find out. I'm planning on putting these over in the small greenhouse, and maybe they'll continue to grow in there. I don't know. Or maybe I can put them over there in the garden next to the pepper plants and allow them to kind of be in the warmth for a little bit longer, maybe get a little more growth out of them before the winter hits. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to build a fruit forest. I would like for more of the cranberries and the blueberries and stuff like that to really take off over there in the brush. They haven't yet. I think part of that is the foxtail grass back there. You can see it's about 5 foot high, and because of that, nothing can really grow underneath it. So I would have to clear that out, maybe put a tarp down or something when I circle those 4 nice sized trees with a fence to keep the moose from getting at the apple trees. This is like moose candy, and I'm hopeful that I can keep the moose as long as possible from turning those apple trees into a Halloween snack, shall we say. All right, well, that's it for that. I guess I'll let you go. Let you get back to watching something more important. Anyway, I'll chat with you all later. Bye. Stuff will rot really well. Oh, geez, look at that. That's really decaying nicely. I will be putting that on the garden for next spring, and that should really do a good job fertilizing. Anyway, I guess that's about it. I'm out here in the backyard. It is getting a little chilly, so I'm probably going to put on a sweatshirt, and I don't know what I'm going to do for this afternoon. I don't know. Maybe I'll go for another bike ride or something. Anyway, that's about it. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.